welcome, Cobra. Glad to see you there in chat. Give me one sec. Let me get this headset on so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Alright. Let's see here. Excuse me if there's a couple of shakes in the beginning. I just need to find something. There we go. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see with the screen, we're jumping into it directly with some VR. And we get a little workout here before we get into our big games for tonight, alright? So, good to see everybody. Let's see. There we go. All right. Make sure everything's out of the way. We don't have any issues later. Oops. That doesn't go there. Don't need to be tripping over a cable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome. Here we go. Now I'm kind of straight in the way here, except my controllers are backwards. All right. I want to get you guys up in here real quick so I can see what chat is saying. Oh, I forgot to make that full screen. Whoops. 1 second. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's Cobra. What's up, man? How you doing there on the green app? Alright, everybody. Well, we got a big show for you tonight. We're going to be going back to back with a lot of stuff. So, hope you're here for some fun. We're going to jump right into today with some Beat Saber. Oops, don't want that one too close to me. There we go. Alright, continue. Alrighty. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Some Beat Saber. Alright, you still with me there, Cobra? Ah, big stretch. Alright. Very cool, man. Let's do this. One more thing I wanted to do. Oh, I'll do that after. So, we're going to jump straight into some online action. Ain't going to warm up or anything. Just going to go quick. We'll start with normal difficulty, though. I don't need to be knocking anything over. Alright. Cobra, have you played this before? Alright, oh, looks like we got a nice lobby. Alright. Let's see, they want to do light it up. Ooh, got a full lobby. Check this out. What's up, guys? Waving my hands. Alright, let me see. My height looks right. Yeah, we're good. Alright, gonna start here in a couple of seconds. Might as well click ready. And here we go. Alrighty. Ready. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a little Jedi moves in here. Definitely gonna have to check my controller after this one. Woo! Not too much space there. Woo! There we go, controller 6'd. Had the battery door open a little bit. Best thing with this is really getting in those full swings, really work out those muscles in those arms, loosen up the chest. I'm like basically tied with the first place, dude. My number keeps changing on the board. It's gonna be a close finish. Ooh. Now we're only halfway there. This is a 6-minute song. Alright. Guess this is our little break point. Guess who's first? Ooh. Somehow he got me. Alright. That one. Gotta think skinny when you go through there. Whew. Man, close. Second place. Not bad. Okay, man. Well, make sure you drive home safe. Hey. Oh, snap. Look, we had 2 players drop out. They couldn't handle the heat. And I got Relentless Slicer. So going the longest is going nuts. Look at that. By 3,000 points. Not bad. Alright. Alright, let's see if they pick something. I'm just going to ready up. Good thing I fixed that controller. Untamed. Sure, let's go with that. Why not? Let's get a song started. That was a good warm-up. Definitely feeling the stretch by the shoulders. TP gun. TP for your bunghole. Anyway. And we got Bane 666 Venom. That would be a sick combination. Bane and Venom. Like, no lie. Batman would be so screwed. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this.
Ready.
Alright.
Go.
Let's go. Alright. So, that's a really nice one. You get, like, these trails. So you're gonna follow them with the follow-up. Ooh, gonna make me bounce around on this one. Oop, controller run off screen. Whoops. So far, this looks like it's going to be a hard one between these guys. You got some pretty difficult slices on this one, but overall it's very calming. I'll probably switch to the next lobby because I do want something where I can jump around to. Really gotta sweat in before we do our Les Mills BodyCombat, because that is going to make my body hurt. Unfortunately, got second, third there. That's alright. Hey, bravo. Want to see what the score looks like, though. I messed up on something. Got them jazz hands. Nice. Dude, that one dude, full combo, nice. I still got it S rank, so not bad. Alright. Oh, we got 4 people now. Let's pick something ourselves. Let's see. I want to go. Let's see.
We're playing beat Saber.
Yeah. Ooh, $100 bills is a good one too. Let's go with that. Say hello to everybody. Hello. Guess guy couldn't handle the heat. Alright, everybody. $100 bills. This is a good one to listen to on the drive home, man. Alright. General Kenobi. Anyway. This is not the song. It switched it up on us. Oops. Oh, this is a remix one. That's why. This is definitely gonna make me move. That. I should have definitely stretched. Almost didn't make that wall. Oops. Alright, that ain't bad. Second place on that for right now without stretching. Dang. Alright. What do we got in the chat? What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm alright.
That's what's up, man. What you up to?
Finishing up my week 1 assignment paper.
Oh, okay.
When you submit it, it goes through Turnitin, and it goes through and see if you plagiarize stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it was saying that I plagiarized certain words. Like one of them was he. I plagiarized the word he.
That's retarded as
And
shit.
like I said, it'll
Excuse my
pick
words,
out
everybody in
words
chat, but
from-
that is.
from the internet, and then from people who have done the assignment in the past. Like it went all the way back
Uh-huh.
to 2021.
You used
All the way
he
up to
from
2025.
2021? Are you sure you didn't use he from like freaking 1652 or some shit?
Yeah.
Like what the hell? Honestly.
This is.
Ooh, we get to do my song.
So
Sweet.
I reworked the first one, so you can resubmit as many times as you want up until Sunday. For me, it would be
a
Monday
second. Where's
at
my controller?
2:59 in the morning.
Ah, bummer.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me 1 sec. Something happened with this controller. Gonna have to quit it. Game says it's here. What the heck, Beat Saber? There we go.
It's right next to you. It's right next to you.
Appreciate it.
Neither problem.
Alright.
I'm here to help.
That's why I
But
keep you here.
It made me. So I went and reworked the whole thing, everything that was highlighted, and then I resubmitted it. And I had even more stuff. I was like, if she's been a teacher for a while, you're gonna know what's been plagiarized and what hasn't.
Exactly. I'm
Like,
saying,
if something's gonna be
honestly, I
plagiarized, it's gonna be
understand.
the whole paragraph, not certain words
Exactly.
here and there. Like I can only, because you have to restate the synopsis. You can only restate. You can only reword the synopsis so many ways.
Exactly.
You're bound to run into a way that someone else has said. Because think about all the way from 2021 all the way up to 2025. How many students have gone through this course?
Speaking of, hang on a
Because
sec.
the course starts at different points throughout the whole year. So everybody's going to be at week 1 at a different time. So someone's bound to run into the same thing that someone else said. I digress. It is done. I took my quiz today. That's a
there
whole
you
other
go.
issue. I passed it. I missed 2.
Oh, we're doing a one-handed one. Oops, sorry.
The one question was bold. It was bold.
I got the power. I got unlimited
That's
power.
ridiculous.
Like,
I got the power.
if a customer walks in and you're having a friendly conversation about their recent hunt, is that time lost, time spent,
We're playing.
or none of the above? I put that's time lost. So if he's a customer, alright, he's going to be talking to me about a hunt. So that means, hypothetically, he's a reoccurring customer. Okay? If I'm sitting here talking to him, that means that I'm not working on a weapon. I'm not working on a firearm right now. So, to me,
Exactly.
that's time lost. No, that was time spent.
I mean,
How was that time spent? I'm not building rapport with him because he's a reoccurring customer at this point. Because it doesn't specify if he's a reoccurring customer, it specifies a new customer. Me,
I'm coming closer.
I don't walk into a
Victory is
place
mine. I'm making
that
history.
I'm
It's
new
time. I'm living
to,
this moment.
and I'm going to sit here and talk to you about my hunt that I just had. I'm not. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to look at your shot, and I'm going to figure out if they're going to be
We're playing beat
trustworthy with my firearm.
I hear you. I mean, at the same time, I get what they're trying to focus on when they're talking about like civilians and stuff. When you get to deal with that, I mean, it's a different type of customer, and a lot of people you're gonna think are just dumb, but you just gotta educate them patiently, you know? Or, you know, if you do a little chit chat, just a better way to build customer, how would you say it? Excuse me. Just that relationship in general, and, you know, that confidence that they have with you as a provider. So I can understand it from that standpoint. Alright, I wonder...
It's just stupid. Just stupid.
I get you.
It's stupid. It's gonna make me cry.
Lols. Don't cry now. You want a crayon?
I already had 3 today.
Okay. Whew. Alright. If that's the same one, I ain't doing that. I want the one with 2 hands, so let's go to...
So you working out over there. I did not get to catch the stream of you building your PC.
Well, that's unfortunate, but don't worry. I mean, you can catch the replay. It's out there.
I just haven't had time.
But don't worry. I'm actually going to be editing that one to kind of chop it up a bit. But it was a 5-hour stream. So
I work an 8-hour shift.
Yep.
What am I supposed to do for the other 3 hours?
I'll give you some. Lol. Alright. Alright, finally, 2 blades.
Tattoo.
Alright.
I forgot how much I actually did in tattoos. Sucks. I don't know how else to word that. It sucks.
Oh. I actually just finished up my semester. Sorry, just in case I can't really hear you at the moment. Unfortunately, the music is way too loud on this one. So I'll try to adjust that after this one. Almost had to do a split on that shit. I'm not built for that. How was it in this? That was on me. Let's do back to back. They really catch me off guard with that opposite slice. Gesundheit. Yeah, man. Alright. Get that hammer. Anyway. I got that Super Saiyan blue going on. Alright. Let's exit. Let's see. Time check. On my end,
618.
pretty solid. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and switch up games here, everybody. So we can get that last workout in, because we gotta get into that Final Fantasy right after this. Welcome to my humble abode. I like to have some cocktails and cigars out here. Anyway. Let's see. Oops. That's not the one I wanted. Switch. And of course, let's deal with the giant wall in my face.
Go to work in 2 hours.
Oh. Huh.
I've slept for 3 hours today.
Really?
Oh, Rage Fury. That's new. That's new.
This stupid setting. I really hate they keep that as an automatic bullshit feature. Switch monitors automatically. No! Go here. Let's minimize that real quick. And we are going to do Les Mills BodyCombat. Alright, everybody. Now let's open up the reality portal. Switch back to bam. Alright. Make sure I'm still centered on my wall here. There we go. Alright, time to get my sweat on. Ugh, man.
All right, I'm going to keep it short and sweet.
All right.
Like your targets. Get
Yes, thank you. Now hush. I only got 10 minutes to do a workout. Alright. Let's do conditioning. No. Workouts. Where is my beast mode? Too long. Fast Fury. Fast Fury goes into it. Let's see, Fast Fury 6. That's going to be a new one for me. Alright. Let's get it. Jesus. I swear this.
I never thought I'd be doing punches and knees in the sky.
Oh, great. I'm gonna get to do all that on this one.
I'm so happy you chose this one, especially the secret squat. You'll see it. Wide front stance, jabs left and right. Awesome.
Oh,
We're just
wide
going to
stance.
start here
All right.
cruisy. In a moment, you've got a double left jab.
Hey,
right?
bud, I just want to double check. You can see this, right?
Now nail it. Nice and heavy.
Yeah.
Now we've got power uppercuts, sky punch, T-shot. So it goes double left, double right, single left and right, heavy uppercut, upstairs, outside. Do that again. Might take 1 or 2 reps to get it, but it's got beautiful flow.
Ow, my
Keeps
elbow.
you in that central position. Chest faces forward. It sets you up for the next move. Battle rope slam. Do that again. Now, nice and powerful, so breathe out. Let's go. Speedballs. These are the ones where you've got to roll your fists around your wrists. And battle rope slam. So the hands come to the outer side of the thigh, chest up, abs braced, and then take your elbows above the line of the shoulder to elevate your heart rate. Here's my favorite part. Squat down, stay down, but don't come up. Stay in a low squat so the back part of your butt is in line with the back of your knee. Now, jabs and crosses from that position. Hold. I know it feels strange. Hook from that position. Yeah, stay down. You see that big yellow thing over the top of your head? That's the wall, and you've got to wait for the break. When you see the finish line, Rach is coming in.
All right. Double right, double left. Nothing new. You got this. Sky punch, T-punch. So what can we do with the T-punch? Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then whip it. Make it sting. That's it. Because they're gone almost as soon as you see them. You got to be quick. Use the peripheral vision. If you've got it. I know I have. Have you got some, Dan? All right, battle ropes. I like to lift my hands up really high above my head, and then I turn my toes out. Now speed bag, right, left. Circle in my wrist around my fist and smash in that little finger out and down. Battle ropes. Crunch in my core, dropping down into my legs. Heavy, stand up, roll and go. Feels really good. Feels
This
really
is all in the
authentic. I
warm.
love a good speed bag. All right. Whoa, get down. Now fight the urge to stand. Fight it, fight it, fight it. Here come the punches. Turn your hips into the hooks, release the heel. Come on, fight the urge. This is part of training. Fitness is physical, but it's mental. And the mental game is happening right now for you, right now. Fight that resistance. Breathe, exhale. Nearly there, I promise. Up, yes.
Double lift. Double ride. Singles, power uppercut. Come on, up, out. Beautiful. We get to do it all again on the left and then all again on the right side. Is this your better side? I mean, Rach was talking about peripheral vision. I'm like, all I've got is just tunnel vision. The things are coming straight at me. Now, battle rope. They make them power battle ropes. How'd you do that? You breathe out, you crunch as you throw your arms down. Get your elbows high above the line of the shoulders. Let's do the battle rope again. Drop down. You know what? I think it's totally okay to gently lift your heels off the floor, elevate the hot rope by taking the arms really high. Woo! Here comes the secret squat. Not so secret anymore. Stay down. Now we want to work deep into the muscles of the glutes and quads. Brace your abs, stay there. Jabs and crosses. Yep. It's a great way to train the muscles of the shoulders, the back, especially the abdominals, to throw these punches in a low squat seated position. It's not normal. But life is not normal.
We ain't
Always
running,
gotta
we're
bring back
sending out
those arms.
doubles. Here comes that beat.
Protect
Oh, it's
your
boogie
face.
in. Boogie time. Pat, 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 up and out. But not down. No, not me. Not you. Not now. We ain't running. We're going to stand and fight. Go! Think about punching through. I know that's what you're doing already, but I'm encouraging you to get a little bit heavier and hit a little bit harder. Last 30 seconds. Battle ropes. Let's go to town on these ropes. Use all your body weight. Now speed bag. I like to think I'm Rocky Balboa in this moment. I do. Distant relative. Come on, Philly, we're coming for you. Philadelphia hard. Speed bags, up the steps. Woo! The finish line, Dan. Come on, folks. Big blue target. Issa!
All right.
Job done.
What'd you think, man? That's only halfway point.
I love this track, and I say it, but I really do. Left foot forward,
Checking my
power
phone.
training, combat stance, left, right.
Nope.
Deep breaths. We've got a power uppercut focus,
Oops,
left
not
arm,
bad,
bend your
people.
knees, drive. And now a power right hook, 4 of them. We're priming up the moves. Drive out of the ground, now turn the hip, release the heel. Sweet little combo coming up.
Oh, I'm doing
Uppercuts and hooks. Ready?
BodyCombat.
Watch this. So 1, 2, and then upper hook, hook, hook. It's like you're tapping and then snapping out those 3 hooks. Not much to say apart from watch your fist start talking. Use the power out of the ground. Center of the target, turn the hips. All right, jab, jab, cross, slip, slip. Jab, jab, cross, slip, slip. Take a bit of time. Pop. So now we're working the core with that speed and that reflex action. Stab. Snap that first jab
right.
and then follow through. Pa, pa. Really release that back heel and turn that hip into the cross. All right, uppercut. Back to the power. Watch this. We're going to add on those jabs. Jab, jab, cross. So you're going to get 2 really sweet combos under your belt here. A power upper hook move, and then a nailing, precise jab, jab, cross. Laser focus on the jabs. You can't miss with the jab. The bag is standing there. You're going to hit that target right on the button. Jab, cross. Flow. Well done. Now don't drift off. We're about to throw a 6 and 3 combo. This is awesome shoulder training. We're going to put it in the core. So back heel off the floor, hips forward, chin down, 6 jab cross. And now a 1, 2, 3. Lead with the left. Now with the right. Pat, 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 left. Now the right. Feel it? You can hear it in the music. Those triple drums. Pa, pa, pa. That's you landing those sweet punches. On point. You've done it. All right, let's go back to power. Uppercuts with the hooks. And now the jab, jab, cross. And 4 single shots. Left, right. Apply what you've learned. Stand with confidence. Don't stay down. Stand up and hit again. You ain't going down, baby. You can say that to your opponent. Woo! Hold on. Stay strong. To the finish line. Pa!
All right.
Halfway. Put your right leg forward. You're going to do the whole lot
Other
again.
side.
Jab and
Ugh.
cross. You got this.
What I love
You
about
own
this
it. Where you
is
gonna
you
go
really
next?
put
Come
everything
on.
behind your
Upper.
muscles.
Upper.
If you do it right.
Now those power hooks off the back. Lean forward on these 4 big uppercuts. 4, 3. Come on, now smack that hook. Yes. Attitude. We're changing it up. Come on. It's 3 uppers, then 3 hooks. Under, over, under. Yep, feel that rhythm. Feels great. We're dominating this one side, and we're taking all the principles of boxing.
Alright.
We want to keep our guard really high, keep your chin tucked in, elbows close to your rib cage, brace your abs, and breathe out as you strike. Now, jab, jab, cross, and slip, slip. Do it again. It goes ba, ba, ba. Now treat these like a little bit like a whip or a bungee cord. Someone's got a bungee cord on the end of your wrist and they're trying to pull your punch back. So out, in, fast. It's dynamic. Snap. It's going to work more muscles in the shoulder, the back, the abs. It's going to bring real focus and real purpose, real intensity to your strikes. Now uppers. Got that little combo coming back. You know it. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3 apiece. Now the triple hooks. Oh yeah. 1, 1, 2. We're going to be sitting in this for a little bit longer. The only focus you've got to do is put the focus inward. Ask yourself those inward facing questions. How do I accelerate growth? How do I accelerate change? Sit in the jabs and crosses. Breathe. Flow. Alright, take a deep breath. Arrow focus. 6 jab cross, 3 hit rhythm.
Let's go.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. I know you've got it. Back yourself. Anytime you reach out and you ask for support and help, that is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of growth. Back yourself. Rach and I will always back you. Upper, upper, hook combo, ba, ba. Jab and cross only for 4. Yeah, that's the difference. Triple hook rhythm, singles, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're so very close now. I love it. It's been a bit more intense, this one. Targets coming at you, but your focus has been unreal. We are very proud of you. Great work. Big finish. Perfect.
Dang. Got a good sweat. The last one I did yesterday, that killed me. It was an 18-minute full body. This was just upper body squats. Not bad. I say that was just perfect. Cool. Time check. Check my handy dandy watch here. Perfect timing. Oh yeah, I'm good, man. Technically, I can get another one in. Let's see. Currently 6:30 where you guys are. I'm gonna start 7 Final Fantasy. How about we do one more? How's that sound? What do you think, man? Should I do it? You still there, Blackbeard? Alright, let me get that cam on. Hang on. Oh, boy. Hang on. It's gonna look all weird on screen. everything go. Definitely get a headband, sweatband, whatever you want to call it. I mean, either way, the VR is gonna be sweaty as hell, but it helps it not go into your face or your lenses. Alright, how's that for a view? Alright, let's do another 10 session. See, something 10 minutes. Where's my short durations? There we go. Hey, I said down. Alright. Knockout 4. Speed training. Like here? Is that better for you? Fast Fury. Let's do that. Alright. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not really sure if you've got what it takes. Maybe you should prove me wrong.
Anyway. Alright, let's go, lady.
This is a real traditional kickboxing training track. Left leg forward, left jab, right cross. We're going to start with power jabs, power crosses. Release the hip and heel. Come on, fully extend the punch, and let's go fast. 8, jab cross, 8, 7, 6, 5, triple, left jab, let's go. 3, 2, 1, again. Great. We're mixing speed and power, and then isolated speed. So on that triple left jab, do not place the jab, breathe out and snap, snap, snap. Execute the jab fast and then retract the hands back to your guard equally as fast. Now grab pull knee left side, place the weight and change. So we want to get the opposite foot directly underneath the hip. That's just going to help with the balance. The shoulders lean back. You've got to brace the abdominals hard to support the lower spine. Look for that secondary trowel on the target, and then the knee comes up as your elbows drop down. Grab, pull, strike, grab, pull, strike. Awesome. Now let's start fusing it together. Jab cross 4 times. Triple left jab now. Grab, pull, strike. Only 2 knees.
I gotcha.
One more practice. 4, 3,
I'll see what I can do about that. Because I think it only takes one of my visions.
I don't mind saying, on the knees, I almost feel like I'm going to do a mini hop or a mini jump. Now, you don't actually have to do that, but I feel like it because I'm going to reach the hands so high. Can you do the same? Reach your arms so high and then pull the knee up that it forces the body vertical. Now, come on, we're training. We've got a new move. It's called a speed ball. You go left, right, left, right. It's like a hammer fist. Strike down.
Yeah, I'm already feeling it in my shoulder.
The shoulders. It's your little fingers that are smashing the center of the targets. You're almost rolling the wrist where the controllers go around the wrist. You're creating a ball. It's called a speed bag. You may see this in the boxing gym. Come on. Let it ricochet off the backboard. Bra, bra, bra.
Ooh.
Switch the stance to the right side. Power jab, power cross. Tuck your chin down. Full extension, soft elbows. Let's go back to releasing the hip and heel. Speed training. 8 times, let's go. Triple right side. On the next one, I dare you to move that triple jab really lightning fast. Did you get it? See, if it goes out at 100 miles per hour, it's got to come back equal energy. Active acceleration, active deceleration. Grab pull for knee right side. Grab pull for left. Breathe.
Ooh.
Isn't it nice just to reflect? It's a lot what we do in this fitness app. It's just coming at you thick and fast.
Giggity.
It challenges our neurological senses. We're immersed in this environment. It feels so good. Now, jab cross 4 times. Triple right jab. Grab pull knee. We're just practicing. Awesome. Alright, now, commit to this one. Nail it. Usa! Nothing is impossible. I mean, think about that. How many times in your life do you have to hear the word no? We don't like the word no. Instead, we turn the no and we flip it on its back. No one will ever keep us down. I've got your back.
All right.
Let's hit the speedball. Go. Roll the wrists. Make a circle. You selected this workout routine because you wanted to challenge yourself. And kickboxing ain't pretty. It's about stepping up, showing confidence, stepping in. Because when you turn up, that's when the great things happen to you in your life. Awesome. Come on. De-stress now. Smack it, smack it. You're nearly done. Boom. Great work.
All right.
Good effort.
There's halftime. Still got a little less than 4 minutes left. Not bad.
Alright, just short of 4 minutes of target training with some boxing today. Left combat stance, left jab, right cross. Reactions. Can we move at pace with accuracy? Jab, jab cross, up, down, up. Hey! Left, left, right. We're going high, low, high. Hey! So punch a jab down towards the ground. It's not a hammer fist, people. Big knuckle. Up, down, up. That's right. So short and sharp. Center of the target. It ain't easy.
Ooh.
But we're here for that. We're here for that. Yes, we are. All right. 2 punches up, 2 punches down. Hey!
Oh, left side.
Bang, bang. And again, low, low.
Okay.
So quicker than you think. Even quicker than you think you think. Kapow!
That's a
Soft
chair.
elbow, short range strikes. Bend your knees, drop down, hold it, go, go. Bang, bang. Imagine like Karate Kid doing 2 bricks. Break the bricks. Kapow! All right, boxing jabs. A little bit of pace. We're going to build a sweat now. And relax for a little second. But you're going to bring it, right? Oh, yeah, we're going to bring it. Bend your knees, roll your shoulders, lift your elbows. Oh, it gets hard to stay accurate when you get tired, but we're going to come back to that combo. When you're super tired, can you be super accurate? I don't know. Let's see. Here we go. Combo. Bang, bang, bang. Up, down, up. Bend your knees, square your hips. Come into range. And now tell yourself you've got it. Don't worry if you drop them. It's okay. You might miss a few. Keep bringing it. Keep banging it. I know your arms are getting tired. Oh, my left side. My left side.
Yeah, I'm not doing a guard right
Single
now.
shot. Hey.
Ooh.
Yeah, now I get to blow out your right side. Change stance. Let's
Yeah.
go. Jab and cross. Jab and cross. You've got it. Now we're going to nail this one. Tempo. Up, down, up. Jab. Jab cross. High, low, high, low. Let's just reiterate what Ray said. It's not downward hammer fist. There's still jabs. You've got to hit with the center of the knuckles, right? Center of the target. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Up, down. So you're just punching above the line of the shoulder and then down towards the right side of your body. Now, up, up, down, down. So you're crossing the center line past your belly button down towards your left knee. It's a little bit like you're holding a hammer and then you're trying to hammer the nail, but in a double downward jab strike. Ba-ba. A little bit like one of those big downward street balling punches, ground and pound, but they're short range strikes. Strike, strike. Strike, strike. Target training. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Who decided to create 64 jabs and crosses in the middle of already a really challenging target training track?
You did.
Designed to build powerful shoulders, lift the heart rate up, build the adrenaline and the excitement and the electricity.
Come on,
back
muscles.
to the combo.
Don't get weak on me now.
You got it? Did you feel it? Are you breathing really heavy? Are you starting to sweat so much that the headgear is starting to move around? Come on, hold on. You're nearly at the end of the track. Just hold on, I promise you. Here's the blue. Awesome work.
There it is. What'd you think about that one, man? Alright. Awesome, everybody. Hey, 69. Anyway, gonna call that good and menu. Woo. Alright, everybody. We're gonna take that short break so I can go ahead and clean up real fast. So stay tuned. I'm gonna leave it on the BRB screen. Oh man. Yeah, I wonder how much I'm sweating. It gets you, man. Alright. Jump back real quick. Alright, everybody. There's a workout for this evening. Second one today. So, I'm going to try to make that more of a thing. Whenever I actually get into my workouts, I try to get a stream going. The morning one didn't really work out on my normal schedule, so that's why I didn't stream that. So, welcome everybody, if you're still here. Like I said, we're going to do a BRB. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, everybody. Get into Final Fantasy. I'll go ahead and switch up all the tags on the red, green, and purple apps. But hang around, we'll be back. Hey everybody, if we're sticking around, we're gonna get started here in about another 5 minutes. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. I had one of my speakers open that shouldn't have been. Sorry for the feedback if you got that. Alright everybody, so stay tuned. In a few minutes here, we're going to get started with our continuation of Final Fantasy 1. Alright, so hang tight, about 5 minutes or so. Alright, welcome back everybody. Awesome Cobra, glad you got home safe. So very cool. Alright everybody, so let's get jumping into things here. Just one sec. Camera's not facing the right way. Alrighty people. All the awesome people here in chat, welcome. You have now made it to the part of the stream where we're getting into our Final Fantasy Fridays. Alright. As I said, today was definitely Full Throttle Friday, going back to back with a lot of stuff. Like I said, had to just take that little mini break after the fitness one, of course. Always recommendation, make sure your body has enough time to cool down. You know, at least give yourself like 15 minutes for your body to actually cool down before showering or anything, just to make sure, you know, you don't put your body in any type of shock. That's what I do anyway. So once you're good to go, you're good to go. Now let's go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, jumping into Final Fantasy Fridays. So again, everybody, we're working with Final Fantasy 1. Okay. The Steam version of the NES port for 1987. So if you're just tuning in for the first time, we do run 2 different games during the week. From 1987, we have Metal Gear and Final Fantasy. That's because we're kind of going back in time a bit to really see how games and, you know, what were the thoughts and everything that went into games from back in the day, to give you a little bit of a history and also kind of my point of view as well on how I see them. Not only being an avid gamer since I was a child, I grew up with most of these systems. Of course, as an adult, I just stick with PC gaming. And I am also a game dev myself, so I do some work there as well. And I like to really go into maybe some of the cool details or things I see, you know, kind of share with you. You know, like that was really awesome, they thought of it back then, or these kinds of things were going on. And then this is like the first part of what we see in modern games still today. You won't believe the type of things that were created back then that you can still find today in games, in modern games. So I think that's really cool. So without further ado, everybody, now let me go ahead and get my nice special controller for this, because, you know, like I said, console games, retro, we gotta go a little bit on the retro side. And not only that, of course, consoles, controllers, everything else, but I gotta use one of my favorite controllers here, and this is gonna be my 8-bit Do Pro 2 controller in the G Classic color. That is for the Game Boy Classic color. So very cool, beautiful kind of beigeish gray with those traditional, don't know if I want to call those like magenta-y, dark magenta colors. Let's go with that. Beautiful controller. You got extra buttons on the back if you wanted to macro them. You got your left, right, triggers and bumpers, and of course your typical layout. Like I said, D-pad in the classic style, but we also do have our nice little, let's call them dual shocks there. Okay, now analog sticks, there you go. So for me, my personal favorite, charge it up, runs Bluetooth, you can plug it in directly. This thing I can be playing it in a completely different room and it connects without any issues. So really, with everyone, I've tried lots of controllers. This is definitely my favorite in terms of quality and really, you know, focus. You can tell these guys love controllers and they just wanted to make the best thing possible. So when they're at the office on a Friday afternoon, they can just sit down and play games. So I think that's super awesome from them. So if you haven't given them a try, definitely check them out. Okay, you can check them out on Amazon. I know this month they were doing a couple of big sales because the new version 3 of this, the Pro 3, is dropping, I believe, near the end of the month. So you can look at that too. There's a couple of nice extra features in that. I may be pre-ordering that, so I'll have to check this weekend. So getting into it, let's go ahead and open up our Final Fantasy. Alright, and of course, if any of my buddies are hanging around, always remember you're always welcome in my Discord. So I'll always leave that chat open. Alright, what did I want to do real quick? Oh yeah, totally forgot I gotta get my synapse up. Because whatever reason, Razor, you still haven't fixed Razor Synapse or its connection with the streamer companion. Why do you guys have so many issues this year? Alright. Very cool. So let me just slide that into our picture here. Whoops. Looks like I got a bit of a weird angle going on. Let me double check. Don't know why that's... There we go. Alright, cool. You guys got a beautiful view as well on the bottom where you can see my keyboard and controller. So you can always check out how I'm playing. Color cam view, and let's go ahead and hit that any button and load up into our game. Now, a little recap of where we are. We have here our adventurers. Alright. One moment, please. Tad bit of water before I start going with the story. Alright. So, with our story, ladies and gentlemen, we started with our adventures in the city of Cornelia. Whilst in Cornelia, we found that our travelers had 4 crystals of light that would save the world when there was darkness. So now we are on a mission. Everybody thinks that there is a prophecy, and we are the ones to fulfill that prophecy because we have these crystals. So the king tells us, I need your help. What was my top knight has turned evil and ran away with my princess. He kidnapped her, as far as we know, right, and went to the Chaos Shrine. And since the king knows that me and my adventurers are on a quest to save the world with these crystals now because of the prophecy, he says he will rebuild the bridge to the north that was destroyed when I save his daughter. So, tad bit of blackmail to save the world. So, of course, we had to agree because that was the only way we're getting around. So we set off on our adventure after getting some gear in town. We notice with our adventurers we have a red mage, a warrior, a thief, and a black mage. Okay, I am the red mage in my group. So our adventurers set out, start fighting monsters and leveling up. They get to the Chaos Shrine and find the princess captive with the evil knight Garland. Our adventurers beat Garland, and rescue the princess. We take the princess back to the kingdom, and everyone is happy and joyful once again. As promised, the king had rebuilt the bridge to head north in a very rapid manner. And of course, the princess begged us to stay or for her to come with us. One of the two. All I know is she was really into us. That besides the fact. So we set off on our way. We're like, no lady, we got to save the world. Be real. So we head up north, encountering creatures and stuff and going into the wilderness until we find our second city along the way. Pravoca? Hang on a second. Pravoca. There we go. So we get into Pravoca, and as we arrive, we find out that the city is under siege by pirates. Now, if I know on my watch, we ain't got time for that. So let's go ahead and get in here with our warriors of light on our heroic quest to save the world. Alright, sounds good, Cobra. Yeah, always welcome to hang out. Don't forget, I'm always in Discord if you ever want to join. Alright, so real quick, right before we jump into this mission, you can see I have some saves, some auto saves, which are nice to have with this. If you didn't save it back in the day, you lost everything. So, very quickly, looking at the menu again, for those who weren't here the first time, just to kind of see the layout. This layout is going to be very common in all Final Fantasies moving forward. Okay, you have a new game option, load game, extras options, and close or exit game. So, very cool here as well in extras. You have a bestiary, like a dictionary for beast. Things you're going to find around the world. So here I'll have a list of creatures that I've discovered along the way, and it tells me where they could be found in the world. So pretty neat. I believe you can click on them for more information. Double check. You can. So you can actually see what they look like. And something I want you to see here from a dev's point of view. Check this out. Alright, when you're looking at these creatures, look at these two goblins. You have a goblin and a goblin guard. Of course, we have different stats and stuff going on with them. They are basically the same creature with a different color scheme, right? Different theme on them. Now, of course, this is on purpose with these games back then because devs had to find ways of actually saving space on games. You have to think the memory cartridges and just systems in general can only handle so much when these things first came out, as the Nintendo Entertainment System back in the day was one of the first ones people really got to enjoy pixel games like this on their home televisions. They used to look like giant boxes, and some of them were actually furniture. So keep that in mind. So very cool. They give you lots of stats, lots of information about each one, right? If some has a weakness or a resistance, we can kind of also look into this and maybe plan out our character's attacks in a different way that would be more beneficial in combat. So it's definitely a good thing to do to review these kinds of things. But as we go through, like I said, you might find, here we go, here's a different wolf. It is the same character basically, just different color scheme. We call them sprites when we do this, actually making characters in games. Right, so you have, of course, your kind of your good guy sprites and your enemy sprites. So as you can see here, look at that, a warg wolf and a werewolf. It's the same thing, different colors, kind of help us save some things within the actual gameplay. Same thing with the zombie and the ghoul. So that's a cool thing they did back then to definitely save some things, but give you that experience that you are fighting like hundreds of different monsters when it's probably 20 just in different colors. So it's a really good, especially for storytelling. So that was a good way to combat that back then. Alright, you have a music player, so you can actually go through the music. Something very cool I found is you can actually hear the music in both the classic as well as the modern, because they did modern these up for the thing. Let's see. So check that out. That 8-bit sound for me is so classic. I love that. Right. Let's go back to the original. I'm sorry, let's go back to the new style. Alright, you actually have different instruments and stuff going on rather than 8-bit sounds. So, pretty cool. For me, I do love the 8-bit sound. We're going to try to keep it classic in that way, but we are going to keep the updated graphics just to have it a little bit nicer for you overall. But I will show you how both look. We have a gallery with a bunch of different things that we can look through the game, right? For example, title splash in Japanese. So very cool. We have things that were used, not used. So it's a nice little collection piece to have. And then of course your options. You can configure policies, license, etc. Anyway, that's your basic menu system. Like I said, this is going to be very common in all Final Fantasies moving forward. So if you played any newer ones, you'll see something very familiar here. Again, the menu system is also very familiar in many of the ones moving forward. They did change some things in a few of the Final Fantasies, but we'll get into those as we get to them. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Alright. So here we are, everybody. We have the little lady dancing behind the counter. Actually, she's a receptionist. I don't know why she's dancing right now, but she is. We can talk to her. She tells us the charge is 50 gil per night. That's insane. It was 30 in the other city. You're crazy, lady. But that's alright. We will when we actually need to heal up and stuff. So let's check out our characters. See how we're doing. Alright. So there I am as a red mage. Alright, a red mage is technically a mage, you know, or wizard, however you want to call it, that can handle both light and dark magic. However, he's limited to how much he can do, but he is able to wield both. So I can wield in total of 3 spells, and I can have, you know, 3 of one, or switch up 3 of the other, or 2 and 1, 1 and 2, etc. But 3 total. For example, opposed to the black mage that we have here, which is our buddy Firefighter, which you can find on our Discord channels, or also on the purple app. So, Firefighter there, actually he's on the green app as well, last time I checked. So, he is a black mage. So as a black mage, he is going to have attacks. He has magic attacks. So attacks to hurt enemies. Right? And in this case, he also has a maximum of 3. We're able to edit spells at any time, anywhere, but it may cost stuff to actually kind of edit that. But to keep this in mind, he can have 3 attacking moves. Okay. Now, for me, what I realize as a red mage, there might be certain things I cannot use that a black mage could use. So there are some benefits on how we can kind of organize the black mage to be like at 100% power, giving him like the best spells and giving like one of the other best spells to my red mage. And then of course a white mage would be more for helping the party, for healing, protecting from the undead and things like that. Alright. Our thief, very fast, swift. Our warrior, very heavied out. So we have Krusty as our thief. And we have our buddy Cobra, who is here in our chat, as the warrior. So Cobra 2187. Alright. And Cobra's killing it right now. He's like a tank. He's currently got 167 HP. And when you actually look more at his stats, it's pretty sick. Let's see here. Yeah, so 14 strength, agility, stamina. You get all these different types of information, which I really love, because you can really see and organize how are you going to use your characters. On top of this, you can also equip items. So every character currently in the first Final Fantasy, you get a weapon, a shield, arms, your body protection, and head protection. So currently, as you can see, I have a rapier. I don't have any shield, no arms. I have chainmail as armor and nothing on my head. Alright, we're gonna see our thief, Krusty, has leather armor as a difference. Cobra, the difference with him, he's also gonna have chainmail, but he's gonna rock the hammer. He does a lot of damage with that thing. And then our black mage can only wield a staff because he's purely magic. He has a leather cap on his head and just some normal clothes. Thank God. Anyway, so we have this. We can click optimal and the game will optimize whatever is in our inventory to our characters. However, maybe you might want to switch some things around, but that's a quick option if you're just running into this. Or you could just remove everything and then go optimal. And then change things. Alright, so some cool things. Right, you got our left and right button tabs to go ahead and switch around characters very fast, so I don't got to keep going back to a different menu. Everything's kind of like sub-menu based, which is something I really enjoy in this aspect. Because it also lets you see some extra information that will be relevant to you, on screen. You don't feel lost, you don't feel trapped behind like 8 different windows, right? It was really thought out well. You can change the order of your characters, and like I said, some options here. On the bottom left, you can see the 4 crystals for our characters. It tells us how much time we spent in the game and how much money we have. So we got a decent amount of money right now. So once we start clearing up these pirates, hopefully we can find a good shop and maybe get a nice upgrade for our guys. So that's going to be our next move here. Something else I do want to recommend also, the main developers for this back in the day, which of course was Square at the time, not Square Enix, at the time they were basically going bankrupt. And they said, you know what, we're going to go with the bang and try to do our very best. And we're going to create this awesome Japanese RPG game, which is what basically started the franchise. And it was such an amazing move, and it was like their last option, because if they weren't doing this, they were just done for good. And that's the beautiful thing. That's where Final and Final Fantasy came from, because this was their final chance. Because they had other little games going on between like the arcade machines and stuff back then, and at the time they were just not doing good. They were going bankrupt. So this was the game that completely saved it all. And I think just holding on to that idea as well, on basically how such an amazing game changed the lives of many throughout all the years and different generations. This is still a franchise that is seen today. That started when we want to say from the peak of when video game was really happening console wise. And back from 8-bit pixels to today's modern technology and how we play and do things. And it's really cool to see, what things stuck, what things we took ideas from and kind of kept rolling with, or what things did we learn from and have to change. Okay, and you're always going to learn as you keep going. You never get it 100% the first time. You're going to make something good, you're going to make something great, yes, but there's always room to be better, to do better, and to make even greater things for people to enjoy everywhere. And that's really why, for me, I love video games as well. It brings everybody together, right? There's no boundaries when it comes to video games. There's no continents or bounds or crazy religions and stuff like that. Everybody is just playing something for entertainment. And depending on their games, for example, a Japanese role-playing game, you're getting sucked into a fantasy world where most of the times you're the protagonist and really trying to do good, which I think is something that, you know, as in 2025, a lot of the cultures have kind of lost, is that need to always kind of like do the right thing, to go above and beyond. So these games for me always hold a very close and dear personal feeling to me, and I'm glad to see, you know, these are still the top games that keep going through all the generations. There's nothing holding this back, and that gives me hope for our future. So, getting into it, we talked with her. We can kind of go around the map. I keep forgetting I gotta stick with our D-pad. I want to keep this classic because on the NES you had a D-pad and 2 buttons technically, right? So there we go. Let's go ahead and exit. Alright, we got some guy down here. Who is he? Those blasted pirates. They're running around looting and pillaging like they own the place. Alright, so we got to do something about these pirates. Now back then as well, you didn't get audio dialogues. There weren't people talking. You only got text boxes and you had to make up the voices in your head. So, here's a little map for us. So very cool. So the inn is at the very north. So as soon as we get into town, we kind of get an idea of where things are. Alright. Now, I'm going to want us to go... Let's go ahead and go right here first. Let's see if we can hit this shot without running into anybody. Just to see if we can upgrade some weapons and stuff. If not, we're going to go building by building here. And kind of start clearing stuff out on the right side. And then we will move on to our left side. So, let's go with that. Alright. So, this is the black magic shop. I'll come back to that. I want to go into the weapon shop first to see if we can get anything good. Alright. What's up, dude? Welcome. Ooh, but dang, has prices gone up. Inflation. You know what I mean? Alright. Now, the hammer was a +9 attack. Now, very cool. We got a broadsword, which is a +15, +10. We got the battle axe, a +16, +5. And the scimitar, which is +10, +10. Notice the characters that are kind of like jumping around and dancing like, I want it, I want it, I want it. Like a little kid in what's it called? Toys R Us wanting like a brand new Power Ranger. Anyway. So, this helps us decide who can it go to and what can we do. Right? So, for example, the hammer was an item that could only go to Cobra's character, the warrior. However, now he has an option to upgrade. And knowing him, I think he's going to want this. But Cobra, I'm going to need you to tell me in chat what you want, man. Alright. In the meantime, I am going to get the scimitar for our thief. That's going to be necessary. So, I will get the broadsword for me. Cobra, you got to get back to me if you want the broadsword or the battle axe. I think you want the battle axe. But like I said, I'll let him decide since he's hanging around. Alright. Let's go ahead and get my stuff on first. So there's the broadsword for my dude. Check that out. Going from the rapier, I jumped up. Whoa, alright, 2 in accuracy and 6 in my attack, which is very nice. Let's go ahead and change Krusty to the scimitar. He's going to get an extra attack here. Nothing crazy, but 1 attack, 2 accuracy, that's decent. Alright. Let's check with him again. Alright, so we got those equipped. Excellent. That's funny, I wonder if something got restarted. Alright. So, choosing here, let's go ahead and give Cobra the battle axe for now. Alright. If he wants something else later, I can see what I can do. Alright, so like I said, once you get used to the system, very nice and fast, you're just jumping around in and out. That works out. Give me 1 second, everybody. I just want to double check the purple app. Seems like everything's going fine. Alright, let's continue here. Purple app's going nuts on me. Let me just refresh my browser. Alright, very cool. So now we have gone... Is it because of this? 1 second, everybody. Very odd thing to be happening at the moment. Alright. Leave that off to the side. Alright. So, we got our weapons looking good. Let's go ahead and sell the old stuff. We don't need that anymore. Right, so, goodbye hammer. Goodbye rapier. There we go. And... let's see. Antidote, Phoenix Downs. Got a 10, which was super awesome that we got. I can't believe he thinks I'm going to sell it to him for 80 bucks. He's out of his mind. That thing's like 2,000, I think. Alright. So now we're down to 800 bucks. Right, we just spent just over 1,000. So we got to be careful now on whatever we buy next. I think we're good on spells, but let's double check what's going on. So let's go to the Black Mage shop. Hey dude, you look like my other guy. Firefighter. Alright. Ooh, okay. I can buy Blizzard and Dark. Blizzard deals ice damage to one enemy. So check it out how they give you the description on the bottom of the page. Very, very nicely put there. Dark blinds all enemies with darkness. Temper raises one ally's attack. Slow reduces all enemies' numbers of attacks. Let's go with... let's see, it's going to be a level 2 skill. What is my current stuff? Let me check our little dude. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot I can change characters. Here we go. Hey, it's the same dude. Alright. This is what I wanted to check. What magic am I currently using here? Oh! I wonder if we can stack... It's 3 per level. That would be pretty sick, but I think it's 3 total, unfortunately. So, I have Thunder, Sleep, and Focus as level 1 skills. Let's go ahead and buy Blizzard. That's definitely going to be good against fire dudes. Oh, check it out. Yes, it's per level. So if I get level 2 skills, they just go on as an extra thing. I love that add-on. So, alright, I'm going to put on my dude. Nice. Let's actually give it... Like I said, if I buy one for my other Dark Mage right now, I'm worried that's going to be it. I probably should have gave it into my other Dark Mage. Bummer. Alright, let's just do it anyway. We'll figure it out. Rather have some good attacks. Now I only got 300 left. We gotta hope things aren't too expensive in the other shops. Let's check out the white mage. I don't think I'm gonna force myself to buy anything here. Whoop. Alright. Blind cures darkness. Silence casts silence on all enemies. Null shock reduces lightning damage by half for the entire party. That's pretty cool. That's actually can be really good against lightning dudes. Invis raises one ally's evasion. Like invisible, I guess. Alright. Yeah, I don't need anything from this shop. Thanks, dude. Let me get my character back. Bye. And that was a white mage that was sitting there, by the way. So there's actually a total of 6 characters you could pick for this game. And the very interesting thing as well with that... Ooh, there's some pirates. I wonder if they'll come at me if they see me. No, okay. So for an example, that might be something you're used to in some more modern games. That's why that sketched me out for a sec. So let's go ahead and check out the armor shop. Alright, got the chain. Oh, a leather shield. So now I have shield and gloves. And check this out. Cobra can get a leather shield here. And the cost is looking very nice. Alright, there is iron armor that we can get. Oh man, Cobra would definitely want some iron armor. That will boost his defense by 9. But at the same time, he also gets that extra weight on him. But he has an option to get iron armor. We don't have enough right now at the moment, though. Even if we were to sell something we didn't need. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, because if we sold a chainmail, it would only go for 32 bucks. Gil, sorry. And not really worth it. So let's just go with our extra stuff. So let's get a leather shield. And let's go ahead and get leather gloves for everybody. So we're going to get 4 of these. And look at this. You don't got to do 1 by 1. You can change the number and say how many do you want. Bam. Alright. We now have 162 gil left over. And we're pretty solid in gear. So let's go ahead and equip. Right, so on our arms, we're going to do this for everybody. I love doing it manually. I just like to make sure. Check this out. Bam, Cobra has the battle axe, a leather shield, leather gloves, and chainmail. He's rocking it. Alright. So everybody's got that little extra bonus now for defense, which is good. Like I said, a little bit that helps is always something. Alright. Very cool. Looking good on magic, weapons, armor. We're gonna take a look at the potion shop. Oh, I forgot. Was there something I can sell? Not really. All the stuff that's grayed out, of course, it's a good thing it's showing you because it's saying, hey, you do have this. You could sell it and it would be worth this much. But it's grayed out because you currently have it on one of your dudes. So, and if you look at this, you can actually hit the X button and it will show you some extra options there about the items. So that's pretty neat. Alright, we are all equipped up here. We're looking good. Let's go ahead and exit. You'll see with my start button, I was able to kind of hide and show the mini town map here. Here's the potion shop. This is where we would buy equipment, just X types of equipment and stuff. So here, potions, high potion, there we go. That is a big difference, but it does costs quite a bit more. But the benefit of that is you use a high potion one time and then you can keep attacking, because using items like that takes one of your attack turns. So you got to be really careful with that. So we got our potion, high potion. We got some ether that recovers our magic abilities, which you got to be careful in battle. You can actually really burn through that. Our Phoenix down is if one of our dudes get knocked out, because the only way I can heal them up is either my red mage can use Cure, which is a white mage skill, or I can go ahead and use, of course, potions and stuff. But if they're completely knocked out, I gotta use a Phoenix down. It's the only way to bring them back. You have things that cure certain things that happen. So if you get petrified, blinded, poisoned, stuff like that. So there's that. Got the sleeping bag. Okay, that will partially restore the party's HP. What? I thought the tent was 2,000. It might have been in the other city. I'm curious. If we ever make it back there, we'll have to check that out. But the cottage now is what is 2,000 because it fully restores everything. That makes sense. So that, I guess that was a cottage. Alright. The tent restores the HP and MP, and we have sleeping bag. That does just a little bit out in the field. This is like my emergency kit. So it's good to have one tent. So looking good there. We don't need to buy anything else. I'm gonna leave. Alright. So now we've checked everywhere in town. We really only have these pirate dudes now that are up here, that I can tell. Can't go sneaky behind there. We said hi to this one dude. He told us about the pirates. There was another dude on the way. He says, please help us. Oh my god. As soon as I walk in the place, I'm like, dude. Like, what? It's okay. Alright. I can go in here. I wonder if this is the church. It is. Alright, so here's a priest. Alright. He can't help us right now. But the priest would help us if I get a downed character. So if one of my dudes get knocked out, I can go to the priest. He'll go ahead and revive him. And then I can go to the hotel or the inn to actually fully recover by resting. Alright. So I've done everything that I could do in town. So let's just go straight to the pirates. There's the Pirate King. What's up, Luffy? Or Beaky. Bikey. I don't know. However you want to say his name. Somebody correct me if they know. Alright. You've got cannonballs of steel to be talking. Excuse me. Go away. Phone. Okay. You've got him. Bah. You've got cannonballs of steels to be talking on the great pirate bike. Key haul 'em, boys. Alright. Oh, they want to ambush me? Let's go. Aye, aye, Captain. We'll make them bones go crunch. Let's go. Right into battle. Whoa, there's quite a few pirates. I didn't realize there was that many. Alright, so looking at our battle system now, right? We have, first things we see, we have attack, magic, items. If we hit the right, it'll bring us to more options of the menu. That's why you have your little left and right arrows on the top. That says 2 of a 2 or 1 out of 2. We can block if we're worried we're going to get hit hard, and we can flee. We can actually run away, but it may depend on the actual battle. Alright. So, again, very cool how they made the actual battle system. Let me just turn that down a bit. Right, so, for example, I go to items, I can see what items can I use on the battlefield. So, I do have my potion, my antidote, and my Phoenix down. Now, I can change equipment, which I did not know I can do on the field. So that is cool. So let's say maybe I'm fighting some crazy character and I have a weapon that has some special ability. Alright. I can switch it up for that particular character. Maybe it's something that's like strong against fire dudes or against ice. So that's something nice to see there. Okay, so you can go back and forth between that. I didn't know that was an option. So you can do that mid-battle here in Final Fantasy 1. In Magic, again, right now it's going to go by character. So if you look at the right side, you're going to see that my character, the red mage, is highlighted. So it starts with my top dude. It starts with me. And I can go ahead and use my magic abilities and say, okay, what do I want to use? I have 2 black magic abilities that deal damage to only one enemy. So I have fire and ice. Or I can go ahead and cure, kind of give some health back to one of my dudes. Or I can protect and raise somebody's defense if I think they need some help. So I do have different level abilities that I can add here. So pretty neat. I'm going to go with just a basic attack. Let's go with the very front guy. The thief is going to do the same thing. He's just going to attack. He doesn't have any magic. Same with our warrior. And I'm going to have my black mage firefighter here use thunder. Alright, now we're going to go through the turn. So there's going to be an attack phase. In this case, we have the pirates attacking us first because they ambushed us, I imagine. And then when we have a chance, then we start hitting back. Alright, very important. We're seeing if we're actually able to kill guys with one hit or what's going on. So far, out of the 9 that were there, our dudes did 4 attacks and killed 4 guys. So we were able to deal enough damage with our attacks, which is really good. So that means there is going to be at least 2 more rounds here. So let's go through this again. We can move our arrows to say which one we want our dudes to attack. Alright. Let's go ahead and just do a normal attack to see if our black mage can actually get him. No, way too weak, so we see that one dude is still up. But we're going to start getting through some of these other guys. So it's going to end up here with only 2 pirates left, because our black mage did not have enough strength to kill that one dude. I'm just going to tell everybody to do normal attacks because they'll be able to knock him out. There we go. At the end, always pay attention, you know, really how much health your guys have left over. You got to be really cautious of that. Right now, we just beat the pirates. We're looking pretty good. We got 360 gil for beating them and 360 experience points. Now, all this experience points does get divided within the characters who are still up in the battle. So if anybody gets knocked out, they will not receive any experience points. And that's why I actually have a little bit of a difference in my characters. I'll show you in the menu when I exit this. And it tells you, okay, you know, you need this much experience points to get to the next level, to level up. So you kind of have a goal already with your characters on leveling. So there we go. We fought the pirates. Bam, bam, we're good. Okay, it looks like only the Pirate King is left. Alright. I be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. Alright. Well, you better not be. I want ye to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? Alright. So, pretty insane. So, obviously the guy does not want us to kill him. And he's going to give us his ship. And that keeps him off the sea. And maybe he'll go to a regular type of life and kind of relax now. And stop trying to hurt people or steal from people. Alright. We obtained a ship. This is pretty cool. So, I wonder how far we can go with this. As far as we know, when we look down the map, it is basically one of the first open worlds where you can really travel around. And there is a lot of ocean because it's kind of like continents here. So this is going to be really interesting to... Maybe there are some things that are hidden or extra missions that we must do actually like out on the sea. So I'm curious to see how much we can do here. So awesome. Let's talk to him. I've had myself a change of heart. I plan to buckle down and be the hardest worker in town. Okay, see? He's going to be a good citizen now. You believe me, don't you? Yeah, better. I'll be back. Be watching you with your one eye and your peg leg. Anyway. Hey, this dude. Who you? Alright. Because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. Thank you so much. You're welcome, dude. Alright, that was the dude screaming for help before. Alright, ooh. Hey, lady. What's your names? They say there are elves living across the sea. Okay, very cool. The elves, this brings up something that we kind of ran into last time, right? So, if you remember, we were in the castle. We kind of talked to some old mages there. And they let us know, like, hey, there is an evil king, and the evil king kind of has the key to these basement doors where there's lots of weapons and treasure or something. So we know there's an evil king, and to my interest, it's good that we go take care of him and get that key. Alright, because I really want the good stuff. Besides that, now we know they are across the sea. So we have a ship now, so we know we're going in the right direction. But the elf prince has fallen into a deep sleep and hasn't woken up. Interesting. Okay. So I wonder if the evil king is being evil because of something to do with his kid. Alright, because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. Yes, you're welcome. I know. Alright, anybody else in town? No? Alright. I wonder if the shops will give me like any extra commentary for helping. Maybe they'll give me like some free stuff. Nope, you suck. Alright. Let's leave. We don't need anything from potions. Oh, let's go back to our armor shop. And Cobra, I got something special for you, man. Check this out. You watching, dude? Oh, I'm just short. But let's see what I can do to make that happen. We're going to come back. We're going to go do something and come right back. I can go running. So you can actually hold down the B button, and that'll make your character run. Alright, what do you got to say? I don't think there are any ports to the north. A ship can only dock at a port, you know. Okay, good to know. So if I go north, it might be for some adventuring, there might be something around there, but I can't dock the ship. As far as we know, that might be something to look at. There are many monsters in the Aldean Sea. Best be careful. Okay, so there are actually monsters when we are on the ship, so that's cool as well. So you might be seeing me play in a funny way right now. It just depends however I feel. Don't mind me. Like I said, I might do like arcade style or actually pick it up. I'm doing arcade style right now. Alright, because of you. Yeah. Alright. Well, you and your brother say the same thing. Jeez. Alright. Don't need back magic. Nothing else. Alright, let's go over here. I fled here from Melman, a town far to the west. Okay. It's a truly pitiable sight. The earth rocks. The earth rots, and monsters attack in the night. Is there nothing you can do to help? Alright, this guy is giving us like a side quest. Alright, Melman. So Melman is all the way to the west. So maybe we can get there in the ship. Alright. We'll keep that in mind, dude. No promises. Alright. Like, we gotta save the world. Alright, why magic, everything else. I guess let's stay at the inn. Actually, let's go ahead and attack stuff before we even think of staying at the inn. Go away. Alright. Oh, there's our ship! So cool. I like it. It's got blue sails. Alright. Let's walk around. Whoop. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. What up, monsters? Magic. Thunder. 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 Wolves. Anyway. Alright. Getting some good hits. Did not get the Warg Wolf. That's a bummer. Alright. So we're going to have to get another attack on this dude. Let's go all out on the Warg Wolf and just do a normal attack with the Black Mage. Don't mind me, I got a little snack here for the in-betweens. If there's any cutscenes and stuff, who knows. Alright. So, only got 70 gil, got 159 XP, decent. Alright. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. So, looking here, you can see at the when you see all the stats on the characters in the middle, the very last one is the level that's in the center. So you can see our top 3 characters are all level 9, but Firefighter is level 8. That's because there was one point he had like no HP. I mean, he was super low, and I was way higher than him. Until he finally grew up, I guess, let's say, and got himself some HP. So now he's pretty solid in battles. But there was a time where I wasn't able to keep him up to the same speed. Alright, so there's that. We got 592. Let's do another little hunt here. Let's see if we find anything else down here. We haven't traveled to the south yet. Or the west. Ooh! Whoa, these monsters are a little high up there. Okay. Let's do kind of triple attacks there to see if we can get 2 dudes destroyed. And let's just do a normal thunder on this one. Alright, 2 attacks did do it. 1 thunder, is it gonna do it? No. Alright. Cobra's getting hit pretty hard from everybody. Alright. There we go, firefighter got hit. Alright, looking good so far. Let's hit the werewolf again and start finally attacking all the other dudes. Gonna need some magic again. Alright, being decent. Looks like we're gonna have to go through one more of attacks here to get all these guys knocked out. Alright, last one. Let's go. Everybody attack. Alright, there we go. So we just had a bunch of level ups. Okay. Now notice, I didn't level up because there was a point where I actually died as well. But we got Krusty and Cobra both leveled up to level 10 now. And Firefighter is at level 9. So keeping them pretty close together. Nice little jump for Krusty, so that's good to see. Ooh, Cobra got a huge jump in HP. That's what's up. Got some extra strength as well and luck. Firefighter got a little boost. Nothing crazy. Excuse me. Alright, so it looks like we only have forest over here. It looks like if we go up into the west, there's really nothing over there except enemies, of course. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do all our attacks and try to get these guys destroyed. Alright, looks like I can do only one more of a level 1 attack now. You'll see that. I'll show you next when I go to do another magic skill with Firefighter. Is our Black Mage. Is you can only do magic a certain amount of times. Excuse me. I messed up those attacks. So I go to magic, right? So right now all my level 1 magics are completely blacked out because I can only use them up to 5 times when my ether is full. A level 2 type magic, I only have up to 4 ethers to use those. So once I run out, that's it until I can find some way to refill my ether or to rest up. So that's something interesting. I'm not going to need to use any magic, so I'm just going to do a normal attack. Alright. There we go. Only got 58 gil, nothing crazy. 237 XP was pretty good. Let's go ahead and adventure down here before we get in our boat. And I do want to get that better armor for Cobra there. So, double check. We have enough gil now. So, technically we can stop back in town and get him that armor. Let's see. Can't go any further southwest. This is our limit here on this little plateau. There might be some kind of crazy creatures over here. We got some pretty gnarly wolves. Alright. Yeah, let's see what... Oh, actually, hang on. Let's do... You're going to attack the other warg wolf. And my Black Mage, I want you to use Blizzard on the other warg wolf. Right, we want to definitely go for the highest dudes first because we know they do the highest amount of damage. So our regular wolf is going to be kind of like a last thing. Ooh, that was cool, man. You didn't kill it, though. What's up with that? Alright. There you go. Bam, bam. And you see it shows you like how many hits they actually do, which of course in results will tell you, you know, how much total damage that you do against an enemy. Alright. So there was that. Again, bunch of wood so far. What? Ogres. Okay. Alright, it's gonna have everybody attack, and little dude, you're gonna do blizzard on the bottom one. Ooh, I gotta watch it with my character. He's down to 25. Oh, he is down to 10. My dude is not looking good right now. Dang. Alright, let's try to use some cure magic on myself and have my other dudes attack. And little dude, you're gonna use your last magic ability on this ogre. Alright. We're gonna make it out. Oh, there we go. Very cool. Alright. And I'm very close to leveling up, which is nice as well. Alright, let's head back up to the town just to heal up. That'll make sure I get full MP and HP. Remember, MP is for magic points. HP for health points. So we're going to come here. We're going to spend 50 gil to go ahead and rest up. And all my dudes are going to get all that recovered. Here we go. Everybody out of bed. A little dance. We're good to go. Alright. Go get some pancakes and stuff in the buffet. Alright. Hey, let's double check. Pirate dude, you being good? Alright. Let's go down here. Again, I'm running a little fast just so we can get the armor for Cobra. Alright. Let me see something here. Welcome. Let's get the iron armor now, which is going to take half the gil I have. It only works for Cobra, so I'm only going to need to buy one, which is good. Alright, so let's equip it to him. Whoops. Equipped. Iron armor. Alright. Let's see. Nope, you can only have leather armor. Alright, looking good so far. Let's double check. Equipped. So that's the only bummer part, is you have to go to each character in here and then see if you can actually equip something to them. Not like in the shop where it tells you, hey, this item can go to all these dudes. So there are trade-offs here, but definitely it's way worth it in defense. Of course, my evasion did go down because I weigh more with that kind of armor. So it makes sense. So that's a pretty cool application. What I want to see is now if I go to items. Okay. It shows I have chainmail there. So if I use that, very cool. Check this out. So instead of doing one by one, if you go to the items menu, it will show you what items are available, meaning not equipped. And you can go there and equip it from there. So I can go to chainmail, say use, and I can either use it on my my warrior or my red mage. It will give me that information. It won't let me equip it from here, it looks like, which would have been a nice addition. But it tells me at least who it's good for. So it may be helpful in planning. Alright. So all our dudes are up to speed, looking good on everything. I'm about to level up, which of course will make my HP go higher, but if my health is at 90, it stays at 90, even if I level up and have a bunch more HP. So that's a bummer side, that it doesn't raise up as like a percentage or something. So we're pretty good on gear, equipment, magics. I don't feel like spending anything else. However, I'm going to sell that extra chainmail now, because I don't need it. And there we go. So sold the chainmail. That's gone. The one that's grayed out is one that I already have equipped. Alright. Looking good on everything else. Got a bunch of extra potions if necessary. So let's go ahead and leave. So let's go, everybody. We're going to go back into the wilderness. Alright. We already went to the inn, got all the items, talked to the people, talked to the old mage about Melman. Ooh, what I'm curious is, am I able to get through those bushes? Nope. Alright. So, back into the wilderness. Let me just get a spoon of this real quick. Oh, some monsters. Let's just do a regular attack on the bottom wolf, see what happens. Alright, doing some decent hits. Alright, let's try to get these guys knocked down. Alright, very cool. Leveled up. There we go. Let's see what I get out of it. Oh, that is a really nice boost in HP. So right now, I'm at 113 HP at level 10, and I got a little extra luck. Look at that. Alright. So again, we're here. Let's go ahead and look around. Again, to the south. I want to see... Ooh, is that like another port? That kind of is. Ooh, some wolves again. Alright, let's always go after the highest ones. Knock them out. And just normal attack on that one. It's gonna have to be 2 rounds with the amount of enemies. Alright. Let's see, let's do... We weren't able to get the 3 of them in the first round. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Ah, man, I should definitely use... Oh, well. Let's do it again. It's going to have to be 3 rounds total against these guys. There we go. Come on, get him. Alright, there's only 1 wolf left. He's done, dude. Let's go. He did get a couple of good hits on me, unfortunately. And Krusty. Alright, there we go. Nice amount of XP. Alright, what is this peninsula? Oh, it goes north. There ain't nothing up here. Except 2 ogres. I spoke too soon. Alright. We're gonna have to use Blizzard on the bottom ogre. Let's use some level 2 magic. Alright. There we go. Top ogre destroyed. Now everybody just normal attacks on the bottom one. That should do it. Awesome. Some really nice HP, XP and gil from both. Oh, can I go behind there? Nope. Alright. Interesting. Whoa! Look at these. These are tarantulas, man. Alright. Let's have 3 of them focus on one, because if not, then they'll hit their focus onto the other one in the back. And let's go ahead and get our black mage to do thunder in the mid rear one. Interesting. Bummer. My Krusty is poisoned, man. Alright. Bottom one, and whoops. Normal attack on the mid one. Let's see if that'll do it. Alright, top tarantula dead. Middle one's done, and only one. Bummer. Alright, all regular hits. That's one thing I noticed, a real bummer, is Krusty seems to be the one who really gets poisoned often. Alright, Fighter got leveled up. Very cool. Decent numbers. I'm liking it. Okay. Good. Excellent XP on that one, I gotta say. Let me see something here. Very cool. Alright, let's get down here. So you'll see I'm getting like a reaction to my dude. He's getting like hit left and right because Krusty's poisoned. Krusty's like about to get knocked out here. I really gotta watch it. After this one, if we can try to do just a quick investigation, we got to get back to town. This is a bummer. Sorry, I'm kind of having my attacks random here. Didn't really plan this one out. I think this one we're gonna have to go back to the town and do something. Oh, Krusty is knocked out. Bummer. Oh, and there's a bottom port down here. Okay, we're gonna stop the investigation here. We gotta get back to town. I'm really worried about my dudes. Alright, 2 tarantulas, not bad. Let's do a blizzard here. Alright, very cool. Oh, do I have somebody else that's poisoned by the tarantula? I didn't... Yeah, I got poisoned. Dang. Alright, let's go visit the priest. Did I pass out? No, I'm almost about to. Let's see. Alright, priest, help us. Alright, he's charging us more money now. But oh well, still cheaper than a Phoenix Down. Alright. So unfortunately, right, like this dude only takes care of if I'm down. So I gotta look at my menu now. Oh my goodness, I got 1 HP left. Alright. Items. So I'm gonna want to use my antidote because the antidote is cheaper than me paying the revive cost right here. Alright, there we go. Thank goodness. But now I need to rest up. Alright, gonna rest up. Alright, everybody, we still got a couple minutes here, it looks like. Cover, how are you looking on your setting up and everything else? How are we looking for our next game? That's gonna be our multiplayer co-op later. Oh, before anything, let me go ahead and save. Let's do quick save. Yes. Alright. I guess I gotta save outside of the... Nope. Won't let me. Odd. Why? I thought I could save in here. I can only do quick saves. Alright, at least we got a quick save. That's something anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take us just a small little break here. Okay. So stay tuned. We'll be right back to continue, and we're going to try to get the ship and go all the way to Melman, where that one wizard was telling us about. Kind of giving us a hint or asking us for some help. Alright, everybody. So let's go ahead and take just a quick little break. Maybe about 2-3 minutes, and then we'll get back into it. Hello. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Whoops. And here we go. So we are back now. Now, something cool. Let me go back in here into configuration, because I want you guys to see something. So, very cool thing. You can switch some things to be like auto and stuff. But what I wanted us to see was... Where is it? Could you do it here? Or did I mess something up? Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Let's get back into it. Oh, yes, BGM, background music type. So here, right, oops, background music type, you want to switch this. Here we go. Last one was arrangement, so it kind of switches around, I guess, depending on how it's set up. Or, oh, I'm sorry, arrangement is the new stuff. Original is our 8-bit stuff, so that's going to be pretty nice. Let's go ahead and do that for now. Again, I kind of dig that 8-bit sound. However, let me know in chat, what do you prefer? What do you enjoy and like listening to? You've heard so far through this stream the more modern type of music. So let's see what you think about the classic stuff. Alright. Do that. Let's do a quick save just in case it decides to switch it later. Alright. We're good with our dudes. Now, forget checking out the rest at the bottom. We're going to go straight into our boat now. Get on the seas and try to get all the way to the west as fast as possible. I just left the gate, man. Alright. We gotta fight giggle worms and this org. Bummer. Magic. Let's just use thunder on it. Alright. Decent hits, not good enough. We did get one of the giggle worms, so that's something. I think we should be able to finish this off with standard attacks. Let's see. Hopefully that is the case. There we go. Alright. Very nice. Didn't take too much damage overall, so we can still leave here. Again, we could still encounter monsters in the sea, so that's something to be wary of. Oh my god. There are 2 sharks. Shenanigan. I mean, Shahagan. Interesting. Alright. Now, I'm going to be a little bit smart about this. We're going to attack you. Attack you. You're going to attack that one. And Black Mage. Now I want you to use Thunder, man. Alright. Boom. Alright, some good slices. Have not killed... There we go. We got 1 shark. Thunder. That was great against that enemy. Let's just do standard attacks on the shark now. That should kill it. Alright. Slippery. There we go. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that is funny. Listen to the fanfare in the old 8-bit. That is the first time I'm hearing that. Oh, that's insane. That's cool. I like that. Alright, got to level up for Cobra. So now he is our highest member at the moment. There we go. First one to hit 200 HP. Look at that. Alright, got a potion. Very nice. Alright, so we're still going to head west. We could stop back here. There's Cornelia. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of shenanigans. I'm just going to say shenanigans. Alright, let's see how many attacks those guys actually need. And our Black Mage again used Thunder, this time on the very bottom one. Let's see just the shenanigans, how we kill them. I know they're shahagans, but I'm calling them shenanigans. Ooh, beautiful hit. Alright, we were able to kill all of them on the first round. That's what's up. 90 gil, 90 HP, not bad. Alright, double check health and stuff, because I mean we could port right into town super fast, which ain't a bad idea. Oh, I didn't want to go straight to the castle, my bad. I forgot I gotta turn right into the town. Hey lady. Alright, so now we can go here, heal up for cheaper. See, only 30 gil, that's not bad. I'm willing to pay 30 gil per night. That other place was insane. There we go, little dance. Thank you, lady. Alright, let's save again right here since we did a little pit stop in town. Quick save. Yes. Cool. Alright, let's head south. We're out of here. Let's get back in the boat. Oh, immediately. Bunch of shenanigans. Thunder. I think my MP went up on my Black Mage. I'll have to double check. Alright. Normal attacks. That should do it for these guys. I don't think I need anything else. Alright, not bad at all. There we go. Now let's go west. All the way, just dead west. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, there's a shenanigan chief. Alright, magic. You're going to use thunder again. It looks like my level 1 MP did level up. That is cool. Alright. Very cool, so I can use level 1 magic 6 times. Boom. Oh, nice. That thunder does a great job. Alright. Magic. Did I have... No, I have fire. Screw it, fire. Alright. There we go. Wham! Bobby Q Shark. Don't do much since he's a water type. Alright, cool. Me and Krusty leveled up. There we go. We're on the same page now. Not bad. Ooh, I got 20 HP extra points. And a little something for Krusty. Alright, now we are to the west. Shall I go south or north? Let's try south. Ooh. Man. Okay, you keep getting attacked here in the ocean. Ooh, okay. Little something. Got a potion out of it. That was good. Ooh, can we go down the river? Nope. Too skinny. What is... Big eyes, you think? That is creepy looking, man. What is that thing gonna attack me with? There we go. Hit some thunder on these shenanigans. Oh, okay. One hit. That wasn't bad. Alright, first round. Got them all knocked out. I was a little worried. Like, what in the damn hell? Alright. So it looks like we're going to have to go north because I haven't found an entrance yet. There should have been a port, like right there. Buccaneers? What the hell are y'all doing here? You should be practicing for the season. Anyway. Oh. Yeah, why not? Ooh. Little strikes. Dang. They keep attacking me. Alright, there we go. Ooh, 69. Alright. There we go. Got rid of the Buccaneers. Whoa, they really had some booty on them. I mean, loot. So got 600 gil and 300 XP. Firefighter got a little tiny level up there. So very nice. Alright, let's head northwest. Ooh, I see some kind of city castle thing. Again, I can't go through there, so I gotta go up a little bit more. More Buccaneers. Gotta be getting close because this is just odd now. And just do normal attacks. We should be able to get them on the first round. Alright, cool. There we go. Alright, dang. Preemptive strike. Alright, I mean, we get first hits. Very cool. First round. Yep. Awesome. Alright. Dang. Alright, I mean, there's somewhere to port here. But how far? I guess we're going to have to walk it. Alright. Attack these back ones. Oh, I should have did a different type of attack. Oh well. My fault. This is going to be like 2 rounds, I think. Whoa, did my little dude actually hit that one good? That's what's up. Ooh, they are not liking Firefighter for that hit. They all just took a bite into him. Alright. There we go. Actually, some really good XP on that. No gil, of course. Let's keep going west. Hopefully, I mean, no. If we go a little bit more to the south, we did see looks like a town or a castle from the sea. So hopefully that's what we're looking for. Alright. Come on, man. Alright, there's one ogre. Let's take out the last one. Normal attacks. Very cool. Alright. 390, 390. Gotta love dealing with those ogres. Alright, let's go south a bit. Uh-oh, wrong way. So this is a dead end. So we gotta go around. Ooh, snake. Cobras. Hey, Cobra, look at that. There's a bunch of you. Alright. Let's just do standard attacks and see how much it takes to kill them. Alright, one attack did it. Got a couple of hits, but nice. Alright, decent XP. 100 gil. Alright, we're gonna have to go through the woods. Head towards the south. Oh! There is some kind of cave. Dungeon thingy. Let's do standard attacks. Let's see how much it takes to get these ogres now. Alright. Not much from our little friend. Let's try this again. There we go. Alright, again, beautiful amount of XP going against ogres. I love that. Huh. Wasn't... Okay, we can still keep going to the south. Let's go in here. What is in here? Whoa. Mount Duger. Lai ho. Okay. Looks like a bunch of dwarves and a miner. Oh, grad we or Schmidt or Smith. He's a Schmitty here. It sounds like how Cobra talks. Just kidding. With the crystal eye, even the blind can see. I hear that the dark elf Astros nicked one belonging to Tai Matoya. Oh, that was the witch lady we saw in the cave last time. Very cool. Alright. Unfortunately, I can't take any of this gold. It's just laying here. Anyway. Alright. The Soond. That's Nirik. He's smashing rocks in the back of the cave. Alright. Mind that when it comes to the defense, a good amulet can be every bit as vital as body armor. You should try it out sometime. Alright. The Soond. Yes, I already know the sound. Alright. What are these things? Anything clickable? Not at the moment. Alright, let's see what these other dudes gotta say. I'm looking for some levy stone. That makes you what? It makes things float in the air. Nice. Oh, hey, there's a guy in here. There might have been some nitro powder in the castle treasure room when they sealed it up. Oh, cool. So I'm gonna guess nitro powder is gonna be to blow something up. Alright, let's check that first room. Oh, chest! Yes! There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Get some gil. There we go. Riches, riches, riches. Alright. He says the same as the other dude. There's nothing up there. Let's double check. Nope. Alright, check this room. Yep, here's a guy smashing stuff. Some old legendary material. Adamantium. Adamantium? I wonder if that's what he means. Anyway, craft a magical sword. Not so fast. Those are just for display. You can't fight with them. Bummer. I was hoping to take some swords. Why do you just have display swords? What's wrong with you? Alright. You. Yep. Earth started to rot. It began in the west. There's no decay that spreads. Alright. Let's check the south here of the cave. Ooh, this goes deep. I didn't expect this. This is neat. Wonder where it goes. Oh, there we go. Door. The door has been secured with the mystic key, which I need from the Dark Elf. Okay. Gads, there's a giant rock in my path. And I'm so close to opening my canal, too. If only we bit had a nitro powder, we can nap that rock in one poof. Really funny how they talk. I love how they did that. You know, especially this coming from a Japanese game and translating it like this. That's cool, man. Alright, so obviously when I get nitro powder, I gotta come back to this guy. Alright, nothing else in the cave. So let's go ahead and exit and get to that town so we can wrap this up for today. Alright, very cool. Let's go down this path. Nope. Ain't going that way. Oh, preemptive strike. Okay, we get to attack them first. We should be able to get them in one round, I hope. Nope. Oh! Ooh, looks like we are. No. That was a heck of a hit. Alright, there we go. Alright, we can't cross, so we gotta get back in the ship. It looks like we gotta go another way. There we go. Ogres. Yes, yes, yes. So far, we're still doing good, and we're still hanging in there. There's our boat. Now we know those are caves. There's got to be some port over... Oh, there's a bunch of them, man. Alright, Fighter ain't looking good. He's got really low health now. Let's gonna make me worry. We gotta get to a town fast. Otherwise, I'm going to start backtracking. Ambushed. Oh man, we're gonna get hit first. Oh my god, there goes firefighter. Okay, he's out again. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. Come on. Looks like it's gonna be 2 rounds. And they got the advantage on us. Ooh, looks like I'm the one to go next. Our strongest guy, Cobra, he's hanging in there. And he just leveled up. What'd he get? Level 12, 227. Again, such a boost in his HP. It's insane. Straight's got bonused up. Nice. Alright, there's a town. I guess we gotta go up and around somehow. Maybe there's some kind of canal we can make it through. Alright, let's see if we can flee. Because I want to get out of here because... Yep, there I go. I died. Alright, we did escape though. Which is good. Alright. Again, it's not going to let me through here. I can't go through the middle. Gotta look for another option. Flee. Flee. Oh man. Is Krusty going to get knocked out? This might leave it with just Cobra and then I really gotta worry. Dude, flee. There we go. We got out of there, but Krusty is not looking good. So I'm like at critical territory now. There we go. Got a port. All right. No way. All right, flee. We were able to get out of there. All right, let's heal up Krusty. I'm worried about that. Alright, items. Use the potion. Alright, bam. Not bad. 2 potions should be good enough for right now. Alright, we have 1 Phoenix down. We don't want to use that right now. Alright. I mean, we want to go west. Oh, hey, look at this. Here's a town. Elfheim. Okay, well, everybody, we made it to Elfheim today. Hi, man. Please help our prince. We don't know what to do. Please help our prince. Alright. Very good. Where's your priest? Here's another one. I'm a sage. When the time is right, the future is revealed to me. I shall wait patiently until then. Oh, this little map is pretty big. Okay. Hey, do you guys know Link? Alright, what's he saying? Weapons armor mithril are sturdy and powerful. If you give him a try, you shall be amazed. Alright. Where is your priest, dude? Oh. Of course it exits. Oh, it brings me into the castle at this point. Rose curses put our prince to do so you can so that way. Please, we not aid our slumbering prince. Sure. Masters carded. Still in the castle and place accursed. Okay, hang on. The Dark Elf King, Astos, stole into the castle and placed a curse. That's a very weird word to use here. Could be translation for that period of time. Somebody may have overlooked that. Alright. Then carted away the castle's treasures. Alright, so he did steal stuff, but just again. Oops. Alright. Let's leave the castle for now. Go back into the town. I really need your priest dudes, man. Is this your priest guy? This is. Alright. 200 gil? This guy is insane. I'm gonna take my boat back to the other place. Alright. Let's see. We look at the map, right? Hang on. I forgot I had to get a big map. Wait, I could turn on and off encounters? For real? How much do you charge in your inn? I'm curious. 100! You guys are insane. I'm leaving. Alright, so we found this city, which is very good. Let's see if encounters actually stops us from getting, like, running into enemies. Let's see if we can go up to Meltheim. Yeah, would you look at that? So we turn encounters off. It purposely... I wonder if that was built in-game or just on this port. Interesting. Okay. But we can go back to Meltheim. Let's just double check. Whoops. Anything down here? Oh, there's a hole. Is it a good idea to drop in the hole? Can I get out of the hole? I can. Okay, let's get out of the cave. Nope, there was already creatures. Alright. Let's go north. Because we need to wrap this up within the next 5 minutes. So, we saw the giant city. Here we go. This must be Western Keep. Alright, another place I gotta fight. So this isn't the place we're looking for still. Oops, I accidentally ran in there. Alright, Alright, that's as far as we're gonna go now. So I might return to the Western Keep later after I figure out everything with the elves. Let's kind of get through here as quick as possible. Because again, I want to get us back to our original town, which is not far. So we can go ahead and heal up our dudes for a nice economic price. Alright. Very cool on the map in blue. You can actually see where our ship is. I like that. Alright. So there's definitely more stuff down there. I think it's blocked in that region, so... At least based on what the map looks like. So let's just go here. Here we go. Cornelia, gotta love it. You guys are great. Oh, wait a second. Gotta go see the priest first. I'll be back. Gotta go heal me and firefighter. Oh, wait. I forgot. Alright. Nope. Gotta go up. There we go. Alright. Hey, yes. Resurrect me. 40. Alright, cool. Thank you, firefighter as well. Appreciate it. Look at that. 40 each. And the dude wanted like 100 for each one of us or something? Or 200? I don't remember. It was ridiculous. I wasn't spending that. So good thing we had the encounter turned off so we can just get back here as fast as possible. Alright. Here we go. Let's do our little dance. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. There we go, everybody. We're going to save it here for now. That is going to finish up our Final Fantasy for tonight. Okay, we got rid of the pirates. We got our ship. We did some traveling, found out some more caves and cool stuff. So we will venture more into that, especially Elfheim next week. So stay tuned for that for Final Fantasy Friday next week. But now we are going to continue with our stream and get into the Battlefield 6 beta. So ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and close this game and get our beta started right off from the desktop here, okay? Oops. Let's go ahead. So we did the quick save. Yes. Now, I forgot. There we go. Return to title screen. Like I said, the menus systems within the actual play were a little weird. I'll give it that. So definitely that had gotten better through the years. Alright, so let's exit Final Fantasy. Thank you very much. Thank you very nice. Alright. Actually, yeah, let's keep it the gaming desktop. Like I said, I'm going to launch it right off from here. When you launch, let Steam have permission to do its thing. Okay. So starting game. And let's get into chat with Cobra now. I know he's been waiting for us. Oops. Cobra!
Well, welcome back in.
Hey! What's up, man?
I'm struggling.
Oof. You need some help. Alright. Got a buddy inbound.
I need AC 130.
I'll bring that in, man. Grandfather flew those. Please update your NVIDIA GeForce driver. Really? How dare you? I am... No. Goodbye, sir. Is that really what's going to stop me? I will be upset.
Hi, I can help you boost your channel by 1,000,000% followers and like those God tires.
Oh my god, a million percent?
Yeah, by 1,000,000.
Can you also do that to my bank account?
Probably not.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me see if it will launch. It already gave me the message about the NVIDIA driver, which won't take me more than a second to do. Okay.
Dang these LMG mother.
Ooh. I'm gonna leave that message out while I check out NVIDIA's site. Alright, let me go to here.
Finally, who's your daddy?
Yeah. Hang on, everybody.
Prince Osh. Love your content, joining next stream with friends. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, come on, baby.
Alright, category, GeForce. 30 series. 3090. Windows 11. Fine.
Leave me alone, you asshole.
Yeah, don't mess with my buddy. Okay, pal.
Holy God, I can't hit worse shit with this ACOG scope.
Dang. Huh. That's odd. Mm-hmm.
80? Oh, sweet, a tank sitting right here.
Ta-da!
Warming it up.
There you go.
Is there a horn? No, there's no horn. Oh my God, what kind of game does not have a horn?
Yep. Alright. Let's do this. Let's switch over. So we are now doing Battlefield 6. Boom. It's a mature recon video game that might be suitable for some users.
Oh, you mother...
Oof, what happened?
Blew me up in the ass.
Ouch.
Yeah. Alright, spawn back at headquarters.
Hopefully I don't get too many issues with this install.
Shouldn't.
Battlefield 6. Let me just save all this before anything. So everybody knows we switched stream.
Whoa, whoa. Thank you again.
Alright. There we go. Switched over to Battlefield 6 on all of our streamers. Good to lock and load.
Again.
And again and again. And then. Alright. Perform clean install.
Finally.